Evelyns.Crafts.
Hello! Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Evelyn. Here's what I'm thinking for today. A lot of people have TBR lists, to be read, and I have a TBC list, a to be crafted list, or in my case, this is my to be crocheted list. I'm gonna show you everything that I have written down that I have either already purchased the pattern for, that I've had my eye on for a long time, or that I've bookmarked in Instagram that I want to make. So let's get started. These are really in no particular order. They're just the order in which I thought about them and wrote them down, but it does not mean I'm going to make them in this order. What I wrote down first is the 6-Day Star Blanket by Betty McKnit. I have been thinking about this blanket for months, mainly because I'm like, 6 days, come on. It is not possible to make a blanket that size in 6 days. So, I finally looked at the pattern, and it's literally a free pattern on her website, which I will link down below. Because I'm still in the middle of my 100-day granny square challenge and I've had literally a million ends to weave in, I feel like I would want to use ombre yarn so that I wouldn't have to weave in as many ends. In fact, I'd probably only have to weave in like 6 if I used 3 skeins of yarn. So that is my plan right now. When am I gonna make that? Because I've been thinking about it for literally months, I feel like I'm gonna make that one sooner rather than later and actually try to make it in 6 days, which still doesn't seem possible to me. The next thing I wanna make are granny square tapestries, and I wanna try to sell these. So I wanna take the really pretty granny squares that I've made and maybe put some fringe on the bottom, some tassels, put a dowel on the top, and then see what it would look like as a wall hanging. And I don't want all of them to just be like one really pretty granny square, but I want some of them to have multiple. So my other idea, this is a box of the first 50. My computer sounds like it's gonna explode. I'm looking for the fruit, so I can explain my idea. Here it is. I think I want to make a 6 square granny square tapestry with this lemon, and then have a regular granny square, and then a lemon, and then a regular. But then this one won't be a lemon, it will be a granny square that's like cut the inside of a lemon. We'll see. That'll hopefully be made in the next month. But here's the thing. You know what all of these take? Time. You know what I don't have right now? Time. This next one, I think I first saw when I was scrolling on Instagram, like in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. And I saw it and immediately fell in love and was like, I have to have that. And it is the Flora Headband by Crochet. It is just, I don't know what it is about it, but it's gorgeous. So I finally caved and I bought the pattern. But here's the thing. I don't like headbands. I don't wear them. I think it makes my head look weird. So I'm hoping this headband looks good on me. I'm hoping it's one of those headbands that's like, I don't want to wash my hair for another day, so I'm just gonna pop this headband on and I look really cute. But really, this headband is hiding my greasy hair. That's the plan. But also it's really adorable and I love this pattern. I haven't made it yet, but just scrolling through it, it looks super clear. It's got pictures on it. It's got a grid on there. So if you like crocheting with small yarn and small hook, then this is a really great pattern that I would encourage you to purchase. Next, I have some stuffed animals I want to do. These aren't crocheted. These will be done on my knitting machine, which my husband got me for Christmas just barely a year ago, and I'm obsessed with what you can make on it. So, are you kidding me? Like literally in love with these cute things, and I don't mind sewing pieces on it all, so it's totally fun. Anyway, I bought a bunch, actually my mother gifted them to me, a bunch of patterns by 3 Sheep Company, and she has created the loveliest, easiest patterns for knitting machines, and it has a million adorable stuffed animals. And so I've already made these 2. I'm in the middle of making a bear. Looks like a weeble wobble. This was supposed to be, well, it is, a present for my mother, whose birthday was a month ago. But it's fine, it'll get done. So I just have to stitch the arms and legs on and make a little tail. I have some new baby cousins on the way, and so I'm gonna be making a greener dinosaur for my little cousin, and then I wanna make an orange octopus on my knitting machine. I also have patterns for a shark, a sock monkey, a sloth. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Anyway, so those are all like projects that when I just wanna make something where I wanna crunk it, then I just go buy a skein of yarn and make a little animal. Back to crochet. My husband wants me to crochet a stuffed dog that looks like what his dog looked like. So when he asked me to do that, his dog was still alive. I just wasn't in the mood to make an amigurumi thing, but we found the cutest little boxer. Oh my gosh, I just forgot what kind of dog he had. It's a boxer. It was a boxer. So we found a boxer pattern, and I'm gonna take him to the yarn store, have him pick out the exact shades of brown that his dog Zoe was, and then I'm gonna make him a little boxer stuffed animal. Now it'll be to help remember his dog. Maybe I should make them for everyone in his family. Then we can make a little shrine to Zoe. Next. This is my sister's Christmas present, like from December. Don't worry, I got her something else. I just didn't get the sweater done in time. I'm designing it myself. Long story short, you don't care. I just got a little discouraged at a certain part, and so I kind of quit, but I will come back to it. I will finish it. Oh no, I need to put a stitch marker in this. This is the front panel. And this is the back panel. Honestly, I am so proud of this golden snitch. So it's really just a matter of shaping the neck and the shoulders and then making the sleeves and the cuffs, which it'll be easy once I decide to sit down and do it. It's just Christmas is so far away, and it's not like she's gonna be able to wear this for the next 5 months. So I'm really excited about that though. Like, that'll be my first wearable that I designed myself and did color work in, which was super exciting. And I had to redo it so many times because I just couldn't get the look right, but maybe someday I'll write a pattern. I never thought that I would write a pattern. Here we are. I don't know. Next, I have some granny squares that I'm going to turn into bags. This is made out of that Red Heart Super Saver Granny Square color changing yarn, which again, I watched videos of people reviewing it, and I looked at the yarn for weeks, and then I was finally like, I love granny squares. I have to try it. So I got this one. Now, my Joann Fabrics was out of like every single color. So I just got a skein of every single color that they had available. And then I just bought another skein of yarn that matches the center of it because I think I'm going to just single crochet all of the edges together and then make the strap the color of the center. And I'm gonna put those on my Etsy. I'm just kind of testing the market. I haven't really, hey, I've made one Etsy sale. Now granted, I only have one crochet item on there, but I've only made one Etsy sale, and it was because my mother-in-law bought it. No shame, no shame. But I'm hoping to make some different products and just test out the market and see what people are interested in buying. So, granny square bags. I wanted to have finished like a long time ago, but you know, it's art, baby. Next, I want to make a table runner. So my husband's great grandma was a crafter. I never got to meet her. She passed away before I came into the family. And when she passed away, she had a bunch of yarn and granny squares that she had made, but nobody in the family was a crafter and could do anything with them. So I asked my grandma-in-law, if that's a thing, if I could take them and I will put them into a project and then gift her with the project. And so I think I've decided I'm gonna take all these different beautiful little granny squares and turn them into a table runner. I'm trying to decide how I want to connect them though. I think connecting them by the corners only might look really cool. Or there's a braided stitch that I could crochet them all together like that. I also want to make the Crochet Osmanthus Bag pattern. It is by Kelly X Studio. When I first saw this, it was for a pattern test, and again, I just had to have it. Did not get chosen for the pattern test, totally fine, but I bought it immediately when it came out because there's something about it. The spaces are just put in the perfect space, and I think it is beautiful. So I bought the pattern back in November and have yet to make it. And this is the yarn I think I'm gonna make my first one out of. I got this yarn actually to make the bear, but I bought this yarn from Walmart and it is a size 4. This yarn is too thick because it kept jamming up my knitting machine. So I couldn't return it because I had pulled out, all this part in the middle. And so I think the Osmanthus bag would look gorgeous in this tan. Also because it is thicker and it's not as soft. Now, her pattern does not have the bag lined, but I think I will probably sew a lining into my bag. Oh my goodness. I have had my eyes on Janie Crow and her designs for literally years, and I also caved and bought her Persian Tiles blanket square pattern. I looked at the pattern, I literally opened it up, and after I bought it and was like, nope, it is way too hard. I do not have that skill level. So I put it in the back files of my mind and have done a billion other projects since then. Working my way through the Granny Square source book has given me so many new skills and has given me so much confidence for my Granny Square crochet ability. And so once I get through the end of this book, all of the patterns are advanced or super advanced. So I think I will be ready to try to tackle Persian tiles after I finish this book. I also want to make the Greta Sweater by Kukuruku Crochet. This is just another absolutely gorgeous sweater, especially the colors that auburn and gold colors she picked. I feel like I would probably do mine in blues and greens since those are the colors that I naturally gravitate towards. But also my sister wants this sweater. And if I want to make it for her for Christmas, I should probably start now, and then maybe it'll be done in time. I don't know. We're almost done. We are almost done. I also want to make tiny crochet, which I don't know. I think I might hate that. I hate working with size 3 yarn. It's just too small for my liking. But I'm obsessed with granny squares and earrings, and I want tiny granny square earrings, which I recently discovered they are a thing already. Steffi Glaves makes the cutest tiny little amigurumi animals and tiny crocheted earrings. It is just so cute. I have some embroidery floss and I have tiny crochet hooks, so I think I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a granny square. How bad can it be if it's just tiny? I have mentioned this idea on other social media platforms, and I just keep thinking about it, so I'm actually gonna do it. When? I don't know, but I will do it. And it's taking this granny square, but making this flower part literally huge, and then just having this giant, super thick puffed rug, or even a little throw. I don't know. I just think it would be so fun to be giant. It's gonna take so much yarn, but it'll totally be worth it. Convince me otherwise. I'm gonna do it no matter what you think, so. The final thing on my TBC list are some granny square designs that I have. I have a lot of granny squares under my belt now, so I feel like I'm starting to understand like patterns and mathematically how granny squares are built, but designing granny square is going to be a whole different beast. But I have a few ideas and I'm excited to fail. I'm excited to try them. So that was everything on my TBC, my to be crocheted or to be crafted list that I want to do. And someday they will all be done. So if any of these projects really spoke to you that you'd love to see a vlog for, let me know and maybe it'll move up the priority list of crafting. Thanks for staying hooked, and as always, later hookers!